Hello there, and welcome to another episode of I Didn't Know What to Record Today. This time, Minecraft food. Let's hop in. I said I would do this in the trial chambers snapshot video I did, but let's hop in with the potato. Raw potatoes are terrible. They give they're not the worst thing. Acceptable if you have nothing else to eat. They give, I think, one hunger back. They're terrible. I've always hated... I would always rather wait and eat something when it's cooked. Apples are good. They give a little bit more saturation. They don't give a lot of hunger back, but their saturation is relatively good. Baked potatoes, they're A tier. They're not... let's be realistic. They're not S tier. I use them all the time. They're easy to farm. You can just set up a villager farm with automatic furnace array smelting into them. I've done it and it's created way too much fucking potatoes. Sometime I actually should go do a video going back through my old worlds and showing off some of the more bizarre things I've done. Beetroot is enough. There's absolutely no reason to eat it or grow it other than the plant kind of looks nice. The soup is a little bit better, but not by much. Bread is very good. I'll take bread. Decent saturation, decent hunger. It'll work in a pinch. Where the fuck do we put chorus fruit? Okay, it doesn't give you that much hunger, not that much saturation, but it teleports you, which is the big thing. You use it to break into other people's bases. You can use it to find caves that you didn't know existed and die. I've done that before. They're decent in a pinch. I would be willing to put them in the same tier as potatoes. Cooked fish, it's average. It's average. Pork chops are great. You can't go wrong with a pork chop or really any of the cooked meat. Some of them are a little worse than others, but... Okay, is anyone else pissed off that they did the cookie wrong? They did the cookie so wrong, and it's terrible. I think it gives you a little bit of saturation back, but realistically, cookies are not that satisfying. They're not that filling, but they should be better, man. They're D. They're D. I'll still take them, but I'm not going out of my way. And you have to go to a specific biome just to find the cocoa. Why are pufferfish on here? For their other uses, water breathing potions are really useful. For that, I would put them in S. A, not S. Just for the fact that they give you immediate poison, which is why would you want to do that in any normal single-player survival? I think that brings it down just because of how useful they are in potion making, not as food. Tropical fish. Can you even eat tropical fish? F. Okay, steaks. Steaks also go in the same tier as pork chops because they're really good. Cooked mutton. It's a good substitute for pork chops and steak if you don't have either of them, which is all right. Gives okay food, okay saturation. It's fine. Oh, if you don't know what saturation is, it's a hidden stat in Minecraft that basically gives you more hunger than that is on the bar. That didn't make any sense. Cooked salmon. It goes with the... Just because it looks more delicious, I'm going to put it in C. It's about the same as cod. This is another one that it's more useful in potions than it is in cooking. That's why you don't need this in cooking at all. For that alone, everything that you can do with it... Why are mushrooms not on here? For that alone, they are so useful in potions. You can use them to create so many different potions. They are very useful. For that reason, I think A. Grilled chicken, B. Get a B. It's a B. I have a farm, and I don't even use it. Grilled rabbit. It's so difficult to get, and it doesn't even give you that much, hunger or saturation back. D. The old version of rabbit stew. Rabbit stew is really good. Almost S tier, except for the fact that it's a stew and you need a bowl. And you can't stack if they made them stackable, this would be S tier. So I'm just gonna have to put it in an A. Carrots are average. No, same as potatoes. Actually, I'll eat a potato before I'll eat a raw carrot. Glowberries. Glowberries look great aesthetically. I love them. I love to use them as decoration. I've always loved to use them as decoration ever since they came out. For decoration, I'll raise it a little bit. I'll put it in D, average. Cakes are fine. They don't really give you that much hunger or saturation. I think 1 per slice of cake. I think that's it. But they're such a pain in the ass to get. Average. Set it out as a decoration more than I will as actual food. Golden apples are S tier. Like, they're really good. Just for the fact that you can use them to get better villager trades. They are a little resource intensive, and you're not... apples are weird to get. Dried kelp, if you're making it into blocks and using it as a fuel, great. If you're trying to eat it, not so much. Not so much. Like, honestly, F. There's no reason to even... There's honestly no reason to make them outside of using them as furnace fuel. Enchanted golden apples are an S tier, but... they're fucking impossible to get. Like, I found them in ancient cities, sure, and other structures, but they're extremely rare, and they're like one-time use. If there was a way to make them, sure, S tier, but I think, honestly, I want to do, we're gonna leave an S tier, and then I'm gonna do a switcheroo at the end. Golden carrots are, of course, like, S tier. Like, come on, man. The good saturation, good hunger. Very easy to get from villagers. Okay, this one might... make people question it a little bit, but one might be a little weird if you don't know. They're okay on their own. Like, if we're just going by the amount of hunger they gave you back, they would be probably in like C or like D. But combined with other things like steak or mutton or pork chops, you can fill up your hunger with the steak or the pork chops, then like down an entire stack of of honey bottles, and that will increase your saturation, which will make your hunger last even longer. It's great. Honestly, build a honey farm just for that. That and the honey blocks are great. Then all the crafting recipes that they're used for are good. They're not used for many crafting recipes, sure, but they're all good. They're all super useful, especially in redstone. S tier for the honey blocks. Watermelon, I'm not eating, so it goes in acceptable. If I have to eat it, I will. Poison potato goes in F. It's a worse potato. Pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is my food of choice in Minecraft, quite frankly. I used to trade stacks of emeralds for these things regularly, so absolute S tier. New rabbit stew. It gives you it's so good in game, but it's inconvenient. So just for that, it has to go down with the old rabbit stew. Or is that mushroom stew, actually? That's probably mushroom stew. Mushroom stew goes in the same tier as rabbit stew. I don't know why that took me so long to piece together. People are probably screaming at me. The raw variations of food. They'll do in a pinch. Raw steak and raw pork chops probably in average. You're not gonna eat either raw chicken or raw rabbit. Let's be realistic. The raw fish, yeah. I think they go in the same... acceptable. I think you'll eat them if you have them. Mutton, probably there too. This is another one. Rotten flesh is an emergency food. That's the only thing it's used for. Suspicious stew. It depends on which one it is. They can range from F all the way to S tier, so... I think average out, they would probably be somewhere... B or C. But just for how good the good versions of Suspicious Stew are and how easy they are to make, S tier. Like, if you don't know what they do, I would honestly go look through them. You can get effects like night vision easier than you can through potions. They're honestly almost better potions, because they do give you hunger back. And sweet berries, they're acceptable. You don't really do much with them. Alright. That was an extremely quick tier list. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of a switcheroo here. Like, there are definitely some things, like, I do think cake would go in C, to be honest. Judging just by how everything's ended up, I think I would move coarse fruit also up to C, just for its additive effects, not really for it alone. And I think the cookies go down to E, acceptable. Cookies in real life are delicious. They should be S tier. I think we should give dried kelp a little bit of a boost just for its additive effects. You're not eating it, but you're going to use blocks made from it for, like, farms. They're really efficient fuels. Okay, I think our S tiers stay the way they are. I'm very happy with that. I feel like we can bump bread up, actually. I think we could also maybe bump apples up. I think they have, if I'm remembering right, they have really good saturation. I don't really use them much in game. After you get past the point of having, like, really consistent food, you never need them. Especially if you have villagers. I'm happy with this. This is the official tier. This is the official channel tier list of Minecraft food. Overall, I think food in Minecraft might be one of the most neglected things. I think it's something that desperately needs an overhaul. Maybe they'll bring back the frying table idea. Mojang. No, seriously. In all seriousness, I do think it needs an overhaul. I think this in potions, in the next update, I think we need a massive farming update. Something to give like boosts to like animals, make other animal products besides just food. Maybe add some new variants for cows, pigs, chickens. Maybe have some like biome specific versions. That would be nice. I would really like to see, that's my biggest wish for Minecraft in the next few years, is to see a good farming update. Add some new pies, add some new soups, make soup stackable. Jesus Christ. Honestly, you could add rice in as a crop, and then you have dried seaweed, which is nori, and then you can use it with fish and make sushi, and have like different recipes that you can craft, and maybe a new couple of tables, like a prep station or something. And they give you like, but not just like good hunger or saturation, they give you like effects and bonuses, and like you eat a specific, like, I don't know, like a specific new type of cake. Gives you a mining bonus. You eat some sushi. You eat some like fugu. You even have pufferfish. Add new reasons for pufferfish to exist. But this is where I'm going to leave the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Here's a couple videos that my YouTube thinks you'll like. Go check it out. Go check out my channel. I've got other games and everything. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!